Hi everybody, this is Matt Price. I'm here with Kyle Roberts. Welcome to a very special comics Q&A. You may see we've got in front of us some of the Mighty Mugs characters. We've got Spider-Man, we've got Captain America, we've got a somewhat out-of-scale Galactus. You may have seen these guys at stores and whatnot, but what you may not know is that there is a YouTube show featuring these figures. And actually today on the phone we have got Jason Henry. He is Redhead Henry on YouTube, and he makes a show starring the Mighty Mugs. So Kyle, why don't you take it away from here?
That's right. And I personally love these shows. They're very funny. And let's start with Jason. Why do a show about Mighty Mugs?
Well, at first, I wasn't really planning to do a show at all. I had just seen these awesome Mighty Mug figures in the stores, and then just one day I just went out and bought one. So after that, I kind of just wanted to get more, and I started to come up with the idea of doing a few stop animations with them.
Yeah.
So in a way, it just sort of grew from there. But just personally to me, Mighty Mugs have that kind of feel about them, their paint job and how tall they are. They give off this really unique impression, and I really wanted to work with that and sort of go into their perspective about the world around them.
Definitely, yeah. Their facial expressions and characteristics are definitely out there.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your character development. You know, why make Captain America a bookworm, for instance?
Yeah, well, originally when I did the pilot, or the first episode, I wanted everyone's personality to be completely different, because that's what helps make a good story.
Yeah.
So you see these characters interact with each other who really have nothing in common. Captain America is just sort of this book nerd who loves to study and get himself involved with, the world around him.
Yeah.
Whereas, Wolverine is sort of this rebellious teenager. He needs, he wants, he does things his way. But, in between that, I kind of needed, some sort of comic relief. So Spider-Man was there to sort of just, kind of bridge the gap between the two of them. So, with all that said, I still wanted I still needed their overall personality to be somewhat similar to their Marvel counterparts, so to say.
I'll get you.
Oh.
Yeah. That was a good nap. Hey, who took my money?
Yeah, some technical questions. What kind of gear do you use to make the show?
Well, basically, I primarily use Adobe After Effects, and I used to use Premiere, but then I switched. I just figured out a much easier way to do it in After Effects, so the whole show is pretty much all done in there.
Wow. What about just shooting itself? What kind of cameras do you use?
I have a Canon EOS Digital Rebel. It's not the best. It's kind of an old camera, but it gets the job done. So.
See, what other characters might we see? Are you excited about any other Mighty Mugs joining, and are there other ones that you have that you might bring in as cast members?
Yeah, I know they're coming out with Iceman and Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they're going to be Target exclusives. I'm really waiting to see those two, but I would love to see for them to come out with the Juggernaut. That would be pretty epic if they released him. So
yeah.
I'd probably introduce the Juggernaut as soon as I got him, regardless of where I am in the story. So
Well, it seems like with his helmet, it'd be a perfect mug.
I know, it's totally perfect for that. So yeah.
What do you have coming up in some upcoming episodes?
Well, basically, I can't really reveal too much on what's going to happen next, but there are going to be about 3 or 4 episodes left in the third saga, and the ending is really going to be this really big cliffhanger, and I don't really think the fans are going to be expecting what's about to happen next in the apartment.
All right. Basically, explain the sagas. You're on your third saga right now.
Yeah, I was originally, I never expected it to go this far, so I basically just decided to break it down into sagas because, one, it'd be, easier for me to tell the story, because when I pull back in perspective, the story is so big, it's just not enough to cover, in a movie or something like that. I had to break it down. So yeah, I just broke it down into sagas, and each saga, the way I look at it personally is just like the first saga could be like one movie, the second saga could be a different movie, and like all those episodes sort of sum up the overall story. So
just like a normal TV show with their seasons. In a way.
Yeah, they do seasons. I guess I chose sagas.
Have you ever thought about, just maybe because, have you thought about adapting anything from the Marvel Universe, like Secret Wars with your Mighty Mug characters? I mean, that might be kind of funny. It's just...
Well, not really, kind of. I'd need to have, like, just for right now, I'm trying to focus more on the storyline that I have now. If we'd finish the story and all that before I finish college, then we'd like to do probably something else with other Mighty Mugs too, like the Transformer ones and stuff, so we could have, like, wars between, like, the Marvel and or the Star Wars or something like that.
Sweet.
But I mean, like, the ideas are really kind of all over the place.
I know you have these disclaimers before your videos, that this is a nonprofit, I'm not making any money off of this. Do you have any plans to either get sponsorships or even maybe through YouTube or something like that to maybe make some money at some point if you get enough hits?
Oh yeah, I'd love to make money off superhero mugs. Like, that'd be awesome. Like, I have been like thinking about, like, options where I can do for that. Like you said, like with YouTube. Mm-hmm. But like as of right now, like, it's hard to balance everything out with school and all that.
Oh yeah.
But just personally, like, if I were to try and get a company or someone to sponsor superhero mugs, I would want superhero mugs to be looking like as professional as possible. Mm-hmm. And I know that if I had the time to do that, I could make it look like really bad. Like, for example, if I wanted to present this to, like, let's say Marvel, like, to take a look at what I have, like, as much as a dream as that would be to stand there in a room and present this to them, I'd rather they see superhero mugs at its absolute best.
Yeah.
Which ultimately is what I'd hope to do, is get this thing looking as great as possible, like with a good solid intro, good solid animation. And then just, once all that is kind of complete, I can have that in my portfolio when I graduate.
Well, and that's the thing too. It seems to me like your voices are funny, and the script's good. And, maybe if you had some more stop motion, like you said, if you had some more time with it. I mean, right now they get the idea, And
yeah.
if if they see that, they can invest in it, kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So, where can people check these out? Your YouTube name is Redhead Henry, but you also have a website, is that right?
Yes, it's superheromugs.com, all one word.
All right, cool. Well, so that has been Jason Henry telling us about his Superhero Mug show, which you can check out on YouTube or at his website. So feel free to give that a look. And for Comics Q&A, I am Matt Price. This is Kyle Roberts. Thanks for watching.